I got into the fitness industry at 19. I just was offered a role as a personal trainer and woke up one day and was working 60, 70-hour weeks like a madman. And before I knew it, I blinked my eyes and it was a decade had gone by. For 10 years, I worked 7 days a week, 5 a.m. every day. And I just kind of got used to it. I was charging anywhere from $70 to $100 an hour for one-on-one personal training. That's what I believe that was worth. And when you do the math, it's like, okay, well, if I work a whole bunch, this is a great living. But if I want to take a week off, $2 years, I would range from 7 to 10,000 a month. Man, I was working for it, bro. It was hours upon hours. So the money was good, but there was no quality of life. There was no balance. It was just work, 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 work. I'd always known that inevitably I was going to have to change something. Working that kind of schedule for a decade, it was a money hustle. It was great as a 19-year-old, and now I'm 29. I've been married for 3 years, and it's not a lifestyle I could build a family with. Juggling my marriage and really showing up at the home front the way I needed to show up was just incredibly challenging, because on one side, I wanted to provide financially to give my family and future children a great life, and I knew I could. But then on the other side, it's like, well, where's the time to even have that life? If we were to have a kid, like, when am I going to see it? I knew something had to change. I didn't know what it was. And when I honestly, it sounds stupid. When I saw the ad, it's like, all right, well, what do I have to lose? Let me take a swing. This guy's talking to me. Do you want to work less, make more, make a bigger difference in people's life? And when I went into it, my belief wasn't there, to be honest. But I'm like, all right, what am I risking? I know I could just go back to it if I needed to. So let's roll the dice and see what happens. And I got to say, I had no idea that this world existed, and nobody could have convinced me otherwise until I experienced it firsthand, really. I could actually base the value of my service on the outcome that my client experienced, which makes so much more sense, because that's what they're paying for in the first place. They're not paying to be your friend. In some cases, they kind of are. That's what personal training is kind of all about. But that also is an icky transaction. Like, I'm seeing this person 5 days a week. They're going home and eating pizza, and I'm taking $500 off of them a week. And I know that they're going home and eating pizza. And no matter what I say, they're not going to stop eating pizza. Over time, there was almost like an internal struggle of, is this right? Like a moral compass thing. This client thinks that I'm the solution to all their problems. Coming to these workouts is the solution to all their problems. And what I can now see is, it's not about how much time you spend with somebody. It's about how much of a difference you can make in their life, how much you can improve their life. And that's your true value. So doing behavior coaching really taught me to leverage my time with a new skill set to generate such a surplus of value in somebody's life that the dollar amount you can put on that product, you don't measure it in how much time it takes you anymore. You measure it in how valuable it is for the client. When you see a client face to face, they pay for that 60 minutes. And during that 60 minutes, they check it off their list and they go home and they go back to being who they were that made them overweight and unhappy in the first place. When you see somebody through this interaction through Zoom, they understand that this 60 minutes is designed to shape what the other, 170 hours of the week should look like. So in the gym, the value starts when they walk in the gym and ends when they walk out. In behavior coaching, the value is around the clock. They implement it. They actually do implement it because the client, understands when they end the Zoom call, that's when it all begins. When you set them up for lifestyle behaviors, it clicks for them. Now they understand it. And I think you have to bring them to a higher financial investment and a more professional setting like this to get that to click for them, so they understand this is about me and what I do outside of our time together. I doubted it a ton. I was always push online coaching to the side because in my mind, that's shit. How could you ever What am I going to teach somebody how to squat through Zoom? I can't even see if their knee is collapsing in or going out. Like, I can't tell it never resonated to me that coaching doesn't have to be watching somebody do a squat and counting their reps. So when I did commit, honestly, man, I don't even know. I'm so much in a different mindset now that I remember a day where I thought, no chance in hell will I ever be an online coach. No way does that help people. No way can you charge that much money for it. And then I guess there was a gray area where I just took the dive and said, what the hell, I'm working 80 hours a week. I'm not sleeping. Why not give it a try? And now I'm here and I can't unsee it. Actually, before we got on the call, since September, I've had $46,500 in sales. September, October, November, December. 4 months. My life has changed drastically. What I've never had my whole life, because it was school and sports, school and sports, school and sports, and then right into a career. I never had free time. I never could wake up to the sun coming through the window, enjoy a cup of coffee, and not feel like, oh shit, I'm missing something. I'm gonna rush somewhere. The quality of life, the time I got back, you can't put a dollar amount on it. You're listening to podcasts. I've been getting like 9 or 10 hours of sleep. It's insane. I've been meditating. I'm consistently working out. So for somebody in the fitness industry, I trained so many clients. The last thing I wanted to do was stay at the gym and work out. Now I'm working out every day. I'm going on walks. I'm going on dates with my wife. We're spending time together. We're reading books. I'm getting sleep, riding unicycles, working out. I went to Florida for 5 days. I didn't even cancel clients. I just kept them in my schedule. I went into the Airbnb. I hopped on Zoom. I did a call. I went back out to the pool. But right now I'm just really enjoying the freedom, which is something in this industry I didn't know you could have. I didn't know there was this other level to it though. The tools and resources that have helped me the most: personal development, introspection. I've been doing a lot of reading. I've been doing a ton of journaling. The support in our group coaching calls is outstanding. The resources that they give us, they teach us the system. They give us a blueprint. They teach us how to market it. They teach us how to have conversations with people. They teach us how to sell it. They teach us how to deliver it and coach it. And all the tools are there. They were necessary and crucial, but the most meaningful for me are really my own personal development tools. The personal development stuff hit home a little bit harder and really gave me more fulfillment in my own life and appreciation for myself. You need a coach. You have to have a coach. Figuring this shit out on your own, you need to be a diamond in the rough, and you need time on your hands. It's going to save you years of your life. It's going to save you the rough times where you might quit and change path. If you want to get into behavior coaching, if you want to get into online coaching, do not try and figure it out on your own. The playbook laid out in front of me that was gifted to me, it would have taken me 2 lifetimes to have the level of maybe awareness or enlightenment to come up with, wow, this is a path I can take somebody through that'll change their life.